Hey, what is up guys? This is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and all week I've been taking a look at the Legacy Collection Mighty Morphin Power Ranger figures. Now I've already taken a look at the red, green, and pink Rangers, and now I'm moving on to the Black Ranger. Now taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in a window box packaging. We can see that it says Saban's Power Rangers at the top. On the left, an image of the Black Ranger surrounded by black lightning, and just above that, we can see that he comes with a piece for the Build-A-Megazord. On the bottom right, we can see that it says Legacy Collection Black Ranger. Turning the box around, we can see the Build-A-Megazord figure at the center, surrounded with black lightning in the background, and at the bottom, all the other figures from this wave. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here is the Black Ranger out of the box. And man, yet again, we get another pretty cool figure from this Power Ranger line. However, he does have a lot of the same issues that I've had with the previous figures, like the lack of accessories. But for the most part, I'm still digging him. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. So the Black Ranger only comes with a few accessories. Starting off, he comes with a left arm for the Build-A-Megazord. He also comes with a power stick and a holster for the power stick. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at the Black Ranger. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at the Black Ranger. Now, this guy, I've always been a big fan of the Black Ranger for some reason. I don't know if it's just the black suit, or maybe the character of Zack himself. I was a big fan of Zack, really cool guy. Met him in person at one of the clubs I used to work for, because I used to be a bouncer, and I actually met him. He was hanging out at one of my clubs, and we just had the coolest interaction, really cool guy. So I always love getting action figures of him. I think he's such a cool character. So the sculpt of this looks really good. It's pretty much similar as the Red Ranger that we've taken a look at. Same buck. For the most part, just a repaint. So we get the blacks and whites, all clean paint apps, the diamonds on the boots and the gloves, all very crisp. All look really, really good. The white on the bodysuit, on the chest area, all that came out really crisp too. Really clean. Really, really nice. I like that quite a bit. I think the helmet looks fantastic. Nice silvers for the mouth. I love the fact they even did the white around the like the snout of like the mastodon and around the visor. All that came out really, really good. You got the gold eyes and then the silver tusks right there. Yeah, I think that all came out really, really good. The belt, we can see the mastodon coin right there on the center of the Morpher. Again, it looks really, really good. Nicely sculpted, for the most part nicely painted. But like the other figure of the Pink Ranger, we have a silver belt. Now, I'm not sure why they decided to go the route of a silver belt for these figures. We got a white belt with the character, let me see, pull him out here, like the Red Ranger. So I'm not really sure why we got a silver belt for the Pink and the Black Ranger. It just really kind of throws me off, and I'm not sure why they did that. So it's a little odd, to be honest. As far as the accessories go, he does just have his little power stick right here. Again, I've complained that we don't get their main weapons in this line. He should definitely come with his power axe. And that's it. At least, if they were going to do that, at least give us this weapon in like gun mode or sword mode or something. They really dropped the ball on that. And I think that's probably, that's probably my biggest complaint with these figures. I love the scale. For the most part, I love the sculpting, the paintwork and whatnot. Articulation has a little bit of problems, but the lack of accessories really kills me here. Now, the only other accessory he does have is the left arm for the Build-A-Figure Megazord, which we'll be taking a look at later. So that is pretty cool too, though. So let's take a look at articulation. So the head just does turn left and right. It does have that disc joint, allows it to go up and down. The arms can go up about that far, but like I said before with my Red Ranger figure, if you pull the arm back and then extend it out like that, and then rotate the bicep, you can actually give it the appearance that the arm actually goes further out. So that's what it would be standard, and if you just modify it a bit, that's more what it looks like if you do that. And the shoulders on this guy are actually really nice and tight and ratcheted, so that works out very, very well. So we do get a bicep at the, oh, excuse me, swivel at the bicep, double jointed elbows that work very nice. We do get a glove cut, rotates left and right. The hands are on those, or the wrists, I should say, are ball jointed, so they hinge up and down as well as rotate left and right. We do get an ab crunch right there, scrunches forward and backwards just like that, as well as a waist swivel, rotates left and right. We do get hip joints, allows it to kick forward about that much, back about that far, and do the splits very, very well. Like that's, you can do some really good Power Ranger split kicks or something like that, so I think that's really, really cool. We do get rotation at the thigh, just like that. Double jointed knees, again, that look very, very good and work very, very well. We do get a boot cut, rotates left and right. Ankle joints allows you to point the toe up and down, and as well as a good ankle rocker. And those ankle joints are ratcheted too, so that helps for posing around and standing. So that's one thing I do like about these figures. They do stand very, very well, and they do hold their poses really nice, so I like that a lot. So again, this is another figure that, you know, I love the fact that we're getting these figures in this scale, which is my preferred scale, the 1/12 type of scale. Again, I think he's awesome, but he really just lacks in accessories, a lot, just like the other figures. But one thing I did notice, which I think is really, really cool. So I have the SH Figuarts Rangers. Now I have the Power Axe for the SH Figuarts one. What's kind of cool is that this guy can actually hold the Power Axe. Let me see if I can work that in there. He can actually hold this Power Axe from that figure, and I think it actually looks really, really good. It's probably a little small, but I think you can actually get away with it, especially if you pose it in the right way. I think that's pretty cool. So again, like, you know, just seeing this figure like that with a proper weapon makes me love this figure so much more, and it's just a shame that we didn't get those in the first place. So for a quick size comparison, here he is sitting next to a Marvel Legends Captain America figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your Black Ranger comparison, here he is sitting next to a vintage Black Ranger, as well as an SH Figuarts Black Ranger. And for even more Power Rangers comparison, here he is sitting next to the red, green, and pink Legacy Rangers that I've previously reviewed. And just for fun, here he is standing next to little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys. My review of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Legacy Collection Black Ranger. Now for the most part, I do like this figure, but much like the other figures in this line, it just lacks in accessories. That really does kill this whole line for me. But overall, I absolutely love the fact that we're finally getting Power Rangers in this scale, and I think definitely makes up for certain areas like the lack of accessories. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.